Today I'm going to show you how to evaluate log expressions without the use of a calculator. So the first thing we need to know is some notation. So let's just consider y equals a to the power x. Now if you've looked at indices, you'll know that we use this pronumeral is the base. So this is the base of the power x. You've probably not heard that x is actually called a log as well. We use that as the log, so with the base a. So what we can do is we can say that 2 to the power 3 equals 8. So we can say with a base of 2 and a log of 3, the answer is 8. This can also be written as log to the base 2 of 8 is equal to 3. Now this here is an equivalent expression. These two things are equal to each other. And I can generalize this by saying, well, if y is equal to if y is equal to a to the power x, that's equivalent to saying that x is equal to log base a of y. Now this is a very useful equivalent expression. Of course there's a domain. A must be greater than 0 for starters, and of course a cannot equal 1. All right, so that's really important. I'm going to show you how we use this to calculate some logs without the calculator. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to evaluate log to the base 6 of 216. Okay, I'm going to evaluate that. Now, in order for me to use the equivalent expression, I need to say, well, that is equal to something. So let's have a look at this. We can say, using this, that the base is 6. So we can say that this is y, 216 is equal to 6 to the power x. Now, 216 is a power of 6. In fact, it's 6 to the power 3. So we can write 216 with a base of 6. And of course, once the bases are the same, what you can do is you can equate the indices, the powers, and you can say, well, therefore, because the bases are the same, x must therefore equal 3. Let's have a look at another one. Let's evaluate log to the base 2 of a fraction 1/8. Okay, let's evaluate that, find out what the answer is. So what I'm going to do is write it using the equivalent expression. So we can say that 2 to the power x is equal to 1/8. Now you should know from your bases that 8 can be written as a base of 2. In fact, 8 is 2 to the power 3. So if I rewrite 8 with a different base, 2 to the power 3, I can then use my laws of indices to say, well, this is equivalent to 2 to the power of negative 3. So 2 to the negative 3 is equivalent to this here. Now, because the bases are now the same, I can therefore equate the indices and say, well, therefore, x must equal negative 3. Let's do another one. Let's look at log to the base 2 of 32 and let's evaluate that. Well, let's rewrite it where we write 2 to the power x equals 32. Again, you should be able to recognize that 32 is a base of 2. We can write 32 as 2 to the power 5. Now that the bases are the same, we can then equate and say x must be equal to 5. Now that's a very simple introduction to logs.